Marvin's Marvelous Mechanical Museum is one of 2 Tally Hall albums, and I'm going to be ranking all the songs on them today. I was debating on whether or not I should count 13, but I decided to, just so you don't have them all in. Also, for the songs that have music videos, I'll use that as footage, but for the ones that don't, I'll just use random footage. I don't really care. Now, without further ado, let's get into it. 13 is an intro to Ruler of Everything and nothing more. It's a nice piece, but it's nothing more than that. Dream is a song. It's a song. I truly have nothing to say about this one. Mucka Blucka is way better than it has any right to be, but that doesn't make it any better than any of the other songs going forward. But still, it's the only song that Ross sings on, which is really funny. And chicken KFC Popeyes. Just Apathy is okay. It's not for me, but it's pretty good. Rob's voice is nice, but the song just doesn't fit with the rest. Like, I get that's the point of the album. Something about this one is somewhat jarring with how normal it is compared to the others. Nothing too notable, but it's still alright. Be-Born is criminally underrated, but it's definitely not nearly as good as the other tracks. I think the writing on this one is very interesting, to say the least. At first you think, oh, these lyrics are very metaphorical, but when actually looking at them, they literally aren't at all. They're straight up just about a father talking to his unborn child. Also, this song reminds me of this GIF, and I refuse to explain why. Haiku is the most, that's a pretty good song on the album. The whole song is about how hard writing is, so Rob's just desperately trying to tell a haiku on stage, but haikus are usually 5 syllables, then 7 syllables, then 5 again, but his are 5, 7, and 6 syllables, so it's wrong every time. It's perfect. Bro, Banana Man is so overrated. It's very catchy, and it most likely being about drugs is neat, but it's nothing crazy. I love the video, but the song is just good. Nothing more, nothing less. The you get too uptight part is the only part I love. Also, the memes about the songs are just not funny. Also, the Banana Man is featured in the music video for the song Black Rainbows from Hawaii Part 2, which I thought was neat. Okay, now things are really starting to get good. From this point forward, I love all the songs. I don't dislike any of them. Hidden in the Sand is pretty good, but it's a little overrated, all things considered. Especially on like TikTok and stuff, which is kind of frustrating. The animation is okay. It's not my favorite, but it's fine. And it's very good, but it's just most of it's humming and instrumentals. So I think it could be better. That's just me. The Good Day isn't my favorite song, obviously, but it's definitely my favorite music video, so I have to try and separate them from my mind. And without the music video, Good Day is very good, but not fantastic in my opinion. I love the harmonies and piano in this one, and it's a wonderful way to start off the album, setting your expectations for the rest of the album high, well not too high, to the point where the others feel lackluster in comparison. The Whole World and You is honestly one of my top favorites. It's just too short to be placed any higher than here. Andrew's vocals are really nice on this one, and the instrumental is so good. This one is my personal unskippable song, and honestly, how could you skip such a bop? Also, I love how it was originally stories instead of sotries, but someone misspelled it and they kept it like that. Two Wove has no right to go as hard as it does, or be as high on this list as it is, but here we are. The song revolves around Zubin having a creepy obsession with Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen, which is such a funny concept for a song. I love it. Take Him for a Ride is our next Andrew song, and boy is it different. The robot effect is really neat sounding, and the music video is crazy. It feels like one of the most iconic songs from Marvin's to me, and that's probably because it's so distinct. Also, I'm gonna be honest, I have absolutely no idea what the meaning of this song is. It's really hard for me to understand for some reason. Also, the video has this stupid Rob son, and I literally think about it at least once a day. Honest to God, I can't get it out of my head. Greener is a song I feel like you could play anywhere and no one would mind. It's normal, but still being very good, and not, like, off-putting to most, I feel. It's definitely the best of Rob's heterophonic tunes of How Love Bites. at least from Marvin's, the one from Good and Evil, are also very good. I feel kind of bad placing the bidding this low, but I'd be lying to myself if I said it was better than the next 3 on the list. I heard someone say that this is the gateway drug of Tally Hall. I think that's a perfect way of describing it. Also, the way Joe pronounces bourgeoisie is so funny. What is there to say about Ruler of Everything that hasn't been said already? It's one of the most philosophical Tally Hall songs, but that's always overlooked by memes and people just saying flippity jibbity jabber all the time, which is so funny. The YouTuber called Mucka Evil made a really good video explaining Ruler of Everything, which I'll link at the description or at the end card. So yeah, check that out after. The whole song is about Time himself giving some jerk a huge reality check because he's so egotistical. He deserved it, honestly. He deserves all that existential dread, if I'm being honest. Obviously, I'm completely under-explaining everything. So go watch that video I mentioned before. So, next, Spring in a Storm is so calming. Like, if you're ever sad, just listen to this song and it will all melt away. Mr. Moon is such a banger character. Like he's so nice to those random kids for some reason. Like, they ask him about what happens when you die. He explains it to them, but then he also, like, reassures them that he's not gonna let them be sad about it, which is just strangely nice for the moon to... This is probably, like, the best song in the album, but it's still second place. Welcome to Tally Hall is peak music, and I'll stand by that till the day I die. I'm not even, like, a huge fan of rap or anything, but this one is just so good. Like, I don't think anything can ever top it, ever. Like, any song, period. I'm obviously being dramatic, but it's still so good, and it's one of my favorites of all time. It's a perfect blend of being silly and goofy, but not, like, too goofy, where, it kind of makes the song worse. Kind of like Banana Man, in my opinion. Sorry. So yeah, that's my ranking of Marvin's Marvelous Mechanical Museum. Are you mad at me for putting Spring in a Storm higher than 13? Let me know in the comments.